Welcome to Assistant TV. I'm your host, Jermaine Nichols, and today I want to share some information with our brothers and sisters who seeking that internal change from inside the walls and the family of the loved ones who are enduring it with them. And it came to me to speak on because one of my brothers recently called me and was expressing what he was dealing with him and his woman, and how his woman was becoming distracted in the situation, so to speak, because it happens. I had to be careful not to criticize him or her for it happening. So I told my brother that the best answer I got for that is becoming something bigger to keep more of her attention, for lack of a better word. Show her that you're ready to come home with a mental change, an internal one, because of course she will become distracted every time she receive a callers for money, or it's about some other trouble you didn't get into, or it's for some more money, or the same old, and or so on and so forth. I told my brother to start building his future and to start preparing for his release. And when you call home, to simply start sharing your plans with her, and rather than asking for money or anything nefarious, start telling her what to research, what needs to be done now to get you a job, or whatever can be done to assist you in whatever you are pursuing or planning to pursue, or even if it's going so far as to research what can be done to monetize an idea you may have, or idea that she may have, and to start showing her that even now, in these circumstances, the worst ones, that you have the ability to lead, and to learn and to inspire, and never keep her more engaged. And although it might not deal with her self-control issue, it will be a feud to her loyalty, and it will make the relationship just as valuable, if not more valuable, than it was before the incarceration began. And although the relationship advice isn't in my manuscript, I give detailed tips on how your loved one can begin to use that wonderful imagination that they got, and start planning for their financial security and their success upon their release. Like right now, with tools like a financial plan and a success plan, simple tools. And a success plan is basically your loved one mapping out where exactly they see themselves after they're off parole. At what point do they see themselves getting their own home, their own car, or acquiring their own business? Like, just paying attention to the things that poses a risk towards recidivism. And that's going back. Get them in a constant state of answering these kinds of questions and composing a plan to their fulfillment, because that's what a success to a person on parole is. Getting off parole, staying off parole, not going back while on parole. And for your loved one to highlight that view of success in their parole plan and express it to the voting panel is an extremely effective way of expressing to them what they really want to hear from a person being considered for parole release in the first place. And that is exactly the kind of plan your loved one needs to be constructed anyway. Also, I give advice on how to construct their financial plan, where they use either the state's minimum wage if they wasn't able to acquire a letter of employment from a potential employer, or wage determined by a potential employer, to come up with a number that they want, or that they're choosing, and I encourage them to financially plan out a route to that exact number based on their expected wage. And this takes the ideas from fantasy to factual. Now they see what they can actually do based on the wage that they're going to actually make when they come home, and then simply sharing these plans parole panel. This extremely effective way to express it. I am ready to come home. I need an opportunity. I'm not begging for that. I just need a simple opportunity to do this right here. And it's information like this and so much more that I know can have an impact in these situations. And I'm passionate about sharing what I've come to learn. And I'm also extremely interactive with the audience, and I respond and I apply as much as I can. And I'm here to interact and always answer any questions. And with that, don't forget to like and subscribe with for more videos and content with tips just like this, and pertaining to this subject, and for content speaking on other with subjects, because I'm genuine and I'm authentic about everything that I do. Like I said, I changed my life for these issues, amongst more. And with that being said, man, I thank you, and I hope that these tips or this information helped you and what you're trying to acquire with your loved one. And I also will put more links to other videos that's highlighting this subject in particular. If you do have an interest in helping your loved one achieve an internal change in overall freedom as well. And with that being said, man, thank you. You have a fantastic day, and I thank you again for tuning in. Appreciate it, and keep on being just as great as you were before you stopped and tuned in.